Hello everyone, and this is Delia again. And we got a nice sweet little book tonight called My First Cuddle Bedtime Storybook. And it's by Disney. And I think Scarlett will really like this one. I got this one at Walmart. And there she is. She's ready for night-night. And we're going to read the one called Goodnight, Roo. Alright, so let's get going. Goodnight, Roo. It was bedtime in the 100-acre wood. But inside his cozy little house, little Roo wasn't the least bit sleepy. "I don't want to go to sleep, Mama," he told Kanga. "Please tell me a bedtime story." "All right, dear," Kanga said, and she began to tell Roo a story. Kanga finished her story and said, "Good night, little one." "But I'm still not sleepy, Mama," said Roo. "Please tell me another story." So Kanga told another bedtime tale. But even after she told every story she knew, Roo was still wide awake. He was not tired. "Oh dear," Kanga said with a sigh. "I'll be back in a moment, Roo." Then she hurried off to seek help from her friends. The first ones to arrive were Pooh and Piglet. Pooh began to tell a tale about a land of honey. "Are you sleepy now, Roo?" Pooh asked hopefully. "Nope," Roo explained as he hopped out of bed. Soon Roo was back in bed with a glass of warm milk. "Shall I try my story next?" Piglet asked uncertainly. "Please tell it, Piglet," Roo begged. Piglet began to tell a story about bravery. They were almost done with it already. It won't last long. Just then something crashed into the room. But it was only Tigger with Rabbit and Kanga right behind him. "Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!" Tigger cried. "Did I hear that somebody needs a sleepy-fine story?" Me, Roo cried happily. Tigger told him a story about a great bouncing race. Just then Eeyore wandered in. "That's not a proper bedtime story," Rabbit complained. "Now stand back, all of you, and let me take care of this." "You're going to tell me a story, Rabbit?" Roo asked. Rabbit began a story about a hard-working rabbit who grew lots of vegetables. Before Rabbit could finish his story, Owl hurried in. "Did I hear someone is in need of a story?" he said. "Thank you, Owl," Kanga said, "although I'm beginning to fear that nothing will convince Roo to fall asleep." "Well, once upon a time," Owl said. He began to tell a very boring story about a handsome, educated owl. Roo laid back, wondering when Owl would get to the good part of the story, and he closed his eyes and waited. Owl's story continued for quite some time. You think you probably put him to sleep? Before long, Owl had to raise his voice to hear himself over the chorus of all his friends that were snoring. "Well then," Owl interrupted himself at last. He pulled the covers up to Roo's chin. "Good night, Roo." And that was Disney, My First Bedtime Storybook. Would you like another story? I hope you enjoyed this one.